This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected. Our Community Credit Union. Community is in our name and in the work we do every day. And Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. United Community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good evening and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of Hawkins Middle School in Belfair, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, brings you two games in day one of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. I'm Diedrich Allen, and you are watching the Our Community Credit Union pregame show. This invite features the North Mason Bulldogs, Klahowya Eagles, Charles Wright Academy Tarriers, and the Forks Spartans. First up is Charles Wright and Klahowya. The Eagles are 4-3 on the season and are coming off a 57-42 win over Port Townsend on December 17th. Klahowya plays in the 1A Olympic League. The Tarriers are 3-3 and have a two-game win streak. Charles Wright beat Eastside Prep 57-39 on December 18th and knocked off Northwest 48-36 on December 14th. The Tarriers are out of the 1A Nisqually League. Teams have played 4 times before, with Charles Wright leading the series 3-1. The Tarriers have a 2-game win streak over Klahowya, including last year's 45-43 win. The Eagles beat CWA 52-48 on December 30th, 2016. Coming up on the Our Community Credit Union pregame show, we have starting lineups and the tip-off. It's first game of 2 games in the North Mason Holiday Invitational. The Charles Wright Academy Tarriers and the the Klahowya Eagles next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. A little different setup for us tonight. We'll try to figure it all out in the end. We'll be back.
Since 1941, our Community Credit Union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same: providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, Our Community Credit Union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. And welcome back to Hawkins Middle School Gymnasium. Game 1 will give you right into the starters. The visitor team tonight on the scoreboard will be Klahowya. Starting out with Matthew Heitinen. He's a 6-foot senior center. Preston Roberts, a 5'11 senior guard. Nicholas Lewis, a 6'1 senior guard. Drew Kraft, a 6'3 junior forward. And Jake Manavy, 6'1 junior forward. For the what's going to be the home team on the visitors on the scoreboard, the Charles Wright Academy Terriers, Nathaniel Hasahana, 6'4 senior guard. Dane Jacobson, a 6'3 senior guard. Jason Floyd, a 6'5 senior post player. Daniel Peterson, or DP as they call him, a 5'10 senior guard, and Ben Brink, a 5'11 sophomore guard. So that's Heitman, Roberts, Lewis, Kraft, and Manavy for the Eagles. Asana, Jacobson, Floyd, Peterson, and Brink for the Terriers. We'll be right back.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
So my name is Michelle Hamilton. I'm a family physician working at Shelton Family Medicine. So I went into family medicine because I like taking care of the entire family. I really like taking care of children. I'm interested in women's health and then also in geriatrics. And family medicine is really the only specialty where you can take care of the whole family. In Mason General, just everybody was incredibly friendly. It seemed like it was a really close-knit community. The staff had worked here a long time. It seemed like everyone was really focused on giving good care and putting patients first.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
About ready for the tip-off. The Eagles will be in the black uniforms with white letters, green trim. Terriers will be in the white with black letters, and here we go. Tip is won by the Terriers. This is Jacobson. Like I mentioned before, this is a different position for us. Near side. Peterson will get it up to Alsana down to the baseline. Quick passes by the Terriers. Floyd on the side of the paint, opposite side. Back in the corner for three. That's off the mark. Rebound pulled away by Floyd. It's back to Alsana. Pull-up jumper falls off. Rebound into the corner. Saved inbounds. Jacobson with the ball. Gets it up top. Alsana going to dribble, penetrate, lose a handle on the ball out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Terriers. 20 on the shot clock. It'll be baseline inbounds, left of the backboard. And Jacobson will trigger the play. shot clock to, there it is. 4 corners of the key, except for the 2 at the top. Bounce it into the corner. And Jacobson swinging up to Brink, and now it's up top. And Jacobson will dribble to the midcourt circle, near side now. Back to Jacobson, drive side of the paint. Nope, it doesn't. Kick it out. 3 on the way, blocked. And the shot clock runs out on the Tarriers. 6 with 3 second chance attempts. Look at the Eagles. All right, this is Heitman. Swinging over near side, Roberts. Manavy had it for a second. Now into the corner far side. Heitinen. Opposite side. Here's Kraft driving baseline. Fadeaway partially blocked, recovered by Asana. And the Tarriers quickly up the other way. Asana loses the handle on the ball. And a second turnover on the Tarriers. No score, 6:11 to go here, first quarter. Far side is Roberts. Up it goes to Croft. Near side, Manavy, and over to Lewis. Lewis working on the elbow, drive side of the paint, loses the handle. Ball still free, and the Eagles maintain. And left alone for 3, but rimming off was Kraft, and here come the Tarriers. And he carried the ball. Tarriers with 3 possessions and 3 turnovers, but I did have 3 second chance ports first trip down. Oops, sorry, from the Eagles. Croft into the paint. Manavy triple team, gets it out of there, up top. And now here is Lewis. Lewis skips over, a little fadeaway 3 that falls off and out of bounds. And that will be Tarriers ball. Quickly. 3 open and in it goes. And that was Jacobson for 3. Quick passes, Manavy, down it goes to Kraft. Ooh, Kraft can't get that one to fall in. Rebound, Charles Wright. Nice drive, blocked and recovered. Up it goes to Klahowya. Banging bodies, a fadeaway. We're going to say it was an offensive foul on Lewis. First personal foul on Lewis. 3-0 early. 4:33 to go, first quarter. Charles Wright Academy with the lead in the ball. Dane Jacobson slows the pace down. Brings it up the court. Throw it over far side. Foul on Lewis. It's his second. And that will bring in Damon Clark. Lewis will sit down with 2 personal fouls. 4:20 to go. First quarter, 3-0 early. Baseline inbounds for the Tarriers. Inbounds goes to Asana. And spinning it in is Dane Jackson from 3. Back-to-back threes for Jackson. It's 6-0. Working it around. Here's Kraft. 3 on the way by Roberts. It rims off. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Kraft. Dribbles into the corner. Sit to the box. And saving in a half court. Nice move by Manavy. And he'll get rewarded with the ball. Trying to set a play. Clark with it. Swinging over to Roberts. Down low. Open Manavy up and in. Quickly, the Tarriers are back. Swing over near side. Peterson Up top to Jacobson. Looking low. It's it down to Floyd. Nice move. Can't finish. Rebound pulled away by Kraft. And he'll get it to Clark. Quick passes. This is Roberts up top, swing it over far. Open three by Clark. No, rims off. Asana with the rebound for the Tarriers. Quickly up it goes, but out of bounds, and that'll be 4 turnovers on Charles Wright. A couple of substitutions. Dara Peters will step on, and Dirth will kind of step in as well for Charles Wright. Klahowya ball, 4-point lead for Charles Wright. Around the perimeter it goes. Clark with the ball. Pass, Manavy. There's Kraft. And driving is Clark. Clark to the baseline. Pull up, turn around. No. Rebound. Asana for the Tarriers. Here's Jacobson. At the top. Swing it over the far side. Firth. And a steal by the Eagles. Lightning will have the ball coming across midcourt. Extra passes, quick passes around the perimeter. Over it goes to Kraft. To Manavy. To Heitman. Heitman will drive to the middle, kick it out. Slapped out of bounds by Hosanna. 1:41 to go, first quarter, 6-2 is the score. Tarriers with the lead. Eagles with the ball. Clark at the top. Over to Kraft. Kraft drives in, kick it to the corner. This is Heitman. Back it goes. Kraft standing on the three-point arc. It's an air ball. 2 seconds. Turn around jumper. The baseline rimmed off. But up there to clean it up and put it up and in. Drew Kraft. It's a 2-point lead for the Tarriers. Jacobson will launch a three, rim that one in and out. Rebound, tracked down by Klahowya. And up it goes to Manavy. Manavy get it back. Down to Clark. Clark dribbles around. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Nice two-man play as Roberts can't finish on the layup. Rebounds pulled away. And here comes Hosanna. Hosanna on the run the other way. Goes right to the hoop. He's hacked and fouled. Kraft will get his first third team foul on Klahowya. Nathaniel Hosanna at the free throw line for a couple of free throws for Charles Wright Academy. 38 seconds to go, first quarter. First one goes in. Dalton Daly will step onto the court for Klahowya. And somebody stepped on 20. Devayan Bowen Moore on for the Tarriers. The second free throw by Hosanna is rimmed out. And here come the Eagles. Trailing by 3. Up top it goes to Clark. Clark drives to the foul line, turned around. It's about a 2-second difference between game and shot clock. Down it goes. Nice reverse layup. Doesn't fall in. Rebound controlled by the Tarriers. And it'll be Dirth with it. Throws it all the way up the court. Going to the hoop and laying it high off the glass, but popping out is Peters. Missed the second attempt and then the foul with 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Preston Roberts with the foul. Fourth team foul. Inbounds goes to Hosanna. Back to Jacobson. He'll take a three. rims that one off, and the quarter runs out. With Charles Wright up 7-4 after 1. We'll be right back.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
Well, start of the second quarter. We'll start out with the Eagles with the ball. Roberts steps across midcourt. Back to Kraft. Handed off to Heitman. Swing it over Clark. Nice find down low. No look out top. Daly. Now it goes over to Kraft. Kraft will step back and set the offense into the corner near side. Heitman down to, ball was poked free, but the Eagles stay with it. Roberts comes up with it, throw it up top. Here's Daly driving the foul line, shuffled his feet, and then they're going to get a late whistle there. Only have 2 turnovers on the Eagles so far in this ball game. 7:25 to go in the second quarter. 7-4. Tarriers with the lead in the ball. Ooh, good anticipation by Roberts, Preston Roberts, knocking them all out on the far sidelines. Lasana and Daniel Peterson step back on for the Tarriers. Jacobson swing it over. Dearth with the ball. Looking for the high post feed, finds it. Now we go Hasana, step back beyond the three-point arc. He's going to attack. He'll step back to the foul line elbow, miss the shot, rebound, tapped in. It goes into Daly's hands, and he'll get it to well, it's all the way up. And extra pass knocked out of bounds, stolen away. Corner, Dearth fakes the 3, steps by the defense, throws it up to Hasana, extra pass over. Down to the corner. Peterson driving baseline, puts it high off the glass and in. Daly will swing it over to Robert into the corner. Heitman. Back to Clark. On the shot clock. Tried to get it in the middle, stolen away by the Tarriers, and then a foul. And that'll go on Matthew Heitman, his first, 5th team foul. Tarrier ball leading by 5. It's their largest of the night so far. Dearth with the ball far side. Usana drives the foul line. Fade away again. That one's short. Rebound right into the hands of Kraft. And here come the Eagles. Swinging around. There's Clark with the ball. Up top to Daly. Swinging over to Roberts. Extra pass into the corner. It's Heitman. 3 on the way by Kraft. It goes in. 5:19 to go, second quarter, excuse me. 2-point lead for the Eagles. Or, I'm sorry, for the Tarriers. The Eagles. A couple of substitutions. It looks like Lewis steps back onto the court, and Karsten Lant will get his playing time so far tonight. I'm sorry. Wrong sheet. Jacobson gets in the corner to Husana. Up top it goes to Dirth. Swinging over far side. Around the horn. Husana will take a three. That one fell off. Rebound tapped in. Controlled by the Tarriers. Quick pass down in the middle. Kick it out. This Jacobson will drive to the baseline. Get it up. Cross court it goes to Husana. Husana on the floor with the dribble. Lots of time on the clock. Swing it up top. Peterson. And it out to Jacobson. Swing over to Dirth. Back to Jacobson. Open for three. He'll take it. Rims off. Rebound pulled down by the Eagles. Kraft. And Lewis will bring it up the far side. Quick pass in the corner. Daly is swinging over to Kraft. Now opposite side, Lewis to Lant. Lewis has got 13 to work. And there's Kraft going to work with a corner pass to Daly. Now to Roberts. Roberts going to drive to the baseline, hand it off to Daly. Daly has to shoot a three with one on the shot clock, misses the rim, and that will go down as a fourth turnover on the Eagles. 3:48 to go, second quarter. 9-7, 2-point lead for the Tarriers from Charles Wright Academy. Jacobson, the Dirth on the far side. Cross court to Peterson. DP will throw it in the corner to Husana. Husana will dribble out, throw it up to Dirth. Dirth back over to Husana. Husana fakes the three, nice drive to the box, puts it up, dropped out, rebound. Husana right back up, missed it, rebound goes to Daly. Got a whistle under the basket, however, and Daly's going to pick up his first. Sixth team foul on Klahowya. Put Nathaniel Husana at the free throw line for 2 shots. He's 1 for 2 so far. Short on the first one. Manabe will step back onto the court for Klahowya. And Brink is back in for the Tarriers. And the second free throw drops in. Give him 2 points. He's 2 for 4 at the free throw line is Husana. Roberts to Daly to Manabe to Lewis. Lewis is going to drive baseline, step back and fall down. Missed the shot and the rebound is tapped out, and that should be Klahowya ball. It is. 3:02 to go in the halftime clock, first half clock. And baseline inbounds. Oh, stolen away on the inbounds. Husana had it. Falls to Brink. Brink will bring it up. Now to Jacobson up top. Over to Brink. Back to Jacobson. Setting up way outside into the corner. Open three, turnaround three. That is, it goes in for Daniel Peterson. It's 5 points in the quarter, and the lead is 6 for Charles Wright. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Manabe with it to Daly. Near side. Roberts to Lant, excuse me. And around the horn to Daly on the opposite side, looking low. Try to get Manabe out of that. Heitnen returns. And Kraft returns for Klahowya. 2:15 to go in the half. 13-7. Charles Wright with the lead in the ball. Dane Jacobson with the ball at the top. Throw it over to Brink to Husana. Husana will get it near side to Jacobson. Into the baseline. Back to Jacobson. Out it goes. Quick passes. Jacobson in the corner. Send it to Peterson. Back to Jacobson. 4 on the shot clock. Jacobson forces up one. Missed it. Rebound goes to Kraft, and they're going to get probably Floyd. Yes, it is. His first. And that is their first team foul on the Tarriers. As Dirthel step back onto the court with a 30-second timeout here. 1:39 to go. It's 13-7. Let's just see here. One foul on the Tarriers in the first half, and it just happened a moment ago, and it went on Jason Floyd. Dane Jackson has got 6 points so far. Daniel Peterson has 5. Tarriers have been up 6 as the largest lead of the night. For the Eagles, 5 of the 7 points were scored by Drew Kraft. He's a 3 and a basket, 1 in each quarter. The 3 came in earlier in the second. It will be Eagle ball in the backcourt. Heitman will bring the ball up. Manavy with the ball and will give it up top to Lewis. Lewis swinging over near side. Lant into the corner. You can see who that is. Here's Kraft. Kraft dribbles in, jumper, turnaround, jump hook, doesn't fall in. Rebound pulled down by Brink. And quickly the Tarriers are up the other end. Down it goes to Floyd. Turnaround hook on that side. That one popped out. Rebound pulled down by Lewis for Klahowya. Here's Heitman to Lant. Dump to Kraft. Swinging over near side. Around it goes to Manabee. Nice fine down away, fadeaway baseline. Jumper by Kraft. Went off. Rebound is Sana. Here's Jacobson. Quickly up near side. Down it goes to Floyd. Floyd off the glass. No. Rebound Kraft for Klahowya. Comes Heitman. This is Lewis. It's about a 1/10 of a second difference. 3 on the way and off. And we have a whistle on who? Now it'll go on Dane Jacobson, his first. Only the second team foul. Baseline inbounds for the Eagles. Heitman will get it in. And around the horn it goes. Good defense, but the ball rolled to Heitman. Heitman in the top of the key. No, looks it over to Lant. Lant at the buzzer comes up short. We head to halftime with Charles Wright up 13-7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics. Equal opportunity provider. Translation services provided.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Well, it's halftime here at Hawkins Middle School. And you're wondering, hey, why isn't this being played at the North Mason High School? Because this is the North Mason Holiday Invitational. Well, there is a wrestling tournament going on in the high school and at the community gym, which is in between the two schools, Hawkins and North Mason High School. So lots of things going on up here in Belfair on the North Mason School District campus. Halftime score, the Charles Wright Academy Tarriers leading 13-7 on the Klahowya Eagles. Obviously not a very high-scoring game at half. A leading scorer for the Tarriers, Dane Jacobson, he has 2 threes, and those both were hit in the first quarter. Daniel Peterson has 5 and 2 of 4 free throws for Nathaniel Hosanna. For the Eagles, their leading scorer is Drew Kraft. He has 5 of the Eagles' 2 points, and Jake Manavy has a basket. Kraft hit a 3 in the second, and they had a basket in the first. Low scoring, very low scoring. Only 3 points for the Eagles in the second quarter. And wow, 4 points in the first. So here we are in the first game of this North Mason Holiday tournament. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with a little bit more statistics. A couple of interesting facts here to pass along. We'll get to that in a moment. Halftime, Charles Wright Academy leads 13-7 over the Klahowya Eagles.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
My name is Matt Woods. I'm the new podiatrist taking over for Dr. Rice. I know that he's a very well-liked podiatrist, and I'm very, very happy to be able to take over his position here at Mason General Hospital Ankle and Foot Clinic. I just want everyone to know that I like to treat all my patients like they were my friends or my family. I wouldn't do anything to a patient that I wouldn't do to myself. I just think that having a good rapport with your patients and the trust is necessary, and I can do anything from toenails to giant fractures to arthroscopic procedures.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Halftime score here at Hawkins Middle School in Belfair. Charles Wright Academy leading the Klahowya Eagles 13-7. The thing I wanted to talk about was turnovers. Pretty even on turnovers, however. Klahowya has, by my count, 6. Charles Wright has 5. Interesting fact, though, that the Tarriers, I believe that they only had committed 1 turnover, at least by my count, in the second quarter. They had 3 on their first possession, in the first quarter, and then they ended up with early in the first quarter. Now for the Eagles, 5 pretty much split between the 2 quarters. The other interesting fact here is the fouls. Team fouls in the first half for Charles Wright, only 2. And there have been 6 on the Eagles. Let's see here, Nicholas Lewis has 2. Only one that's there, but see, that's very interesting that a whole half, and there's only 2 fouls called on one team. Now we're just a couple of minutes away from the third quarter. We'll be right back with the third quarter, the first game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational from Hawkins Middle School. We'll be right back.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Olympic League are playing? Who won the game last night? And what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on olympicleague.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making olympicleague.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Olympic League. Check out olympicleague.com, the official website of the Olympic League.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
Third quarter underway. Tarriers with the ball. Jacobson with it up top. Klahowya is in a 2-1-2, it looks like. Quick passes. Susana foul. We're trying to get a pass in there. And the personal foul will go on. Will go on Preston Roberts, his second. Baseline inbounds for Charles Wright. Inbounds goes to Brink. Brink gets it to Hasana. Hasana up fakes in the paint, stops again on the box, draws a double team, tried to force one up there, slapped out of his hands. It'll stay with the Tarriers. And we have a player down, I think. That's going to be Kraft, is it? We got a stoppage of play here, 7:33 to go, third quarter. Just underway. I believe it's Drew Kraft. Yep. Took a shot to the gut, it looks like. So Jake Manavy will step on for him. So baseline inbounds for Charles Wright. Jacobson will trigger the play. Left of the backboard into the corner. It goes to Peterson. Peterson will dribble out of the corner. Swing it back over into the corner. Floyd. Floyd up top to Brink. They're looking for Hasana. Hasana gets the ball, draws a triple team fadeaway, slipped it in the front of the rim and dropped in. And it's a 8-point lead for the Tarriers, the largest of the night. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Klahowya ball. Foul line extended. Inbounds goes to Manavy. Manavy will get it back to Lewis at the top. Swinging over to Clark. Clark up top to Heitman. Heitman back out to Manavy. And up top it goes to Lewis. 10 on the shot clock. Here he goes. Up fakes. Then he'll put it up and in. Lewis with his first points, I should say, of the night. And then Charles Wright comes right back. Long two on the way by Brink that rimmed off. Rebound pulled down by Clark. And here come the Eagles. Hit the corner near side, three on the way and off. Roberts tracking it down for Eagles. Near steal. Ball actually does go to the Eagles. And Heighten in with his first basket off the turnover. Kraft with it in the corner, gets it back up to Jacobson. An 8-point lead down to 4. And another steal. And solo to the hoop off the glass and in is Roberts with his first basket, and it's a 2-point lead for Charles Wright. Timeout on the court. We'll be right back.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Three turnovers and an 8-point lead evaporates to 2. Charles Wright Academy was almost on cruise control there, and then defense of the Eagles from Klahowya intensified, and boom. 8 turnovers in the ballgame for the Tarriers. They have the ball trailing, or leading now by 2. Full court press by the Eagles. Dearth will one-hand it all the way up and tracking it down. It's going to be Peters. Throw it to Jacobson. Jacobson will work from the mid-court circle over to Dearth. Back to Jacobson. Stops, throws it to the side of the paint. Floyd. Floyd lost the handle on the ball. Fight for it. Ball still free. Klahowya comes away with it. Ooh. Oh boy, right in front of the scorer's table, and the Klahowya Eagles don't like that. Just out of shot. Apologize for that. Jacobson gets the ball back from Hasana. Swing it over to Dearth. Side of the paint, kick it to the baseline. Husana fakes the shot, drives baseline off the glass and in for his second basket and 6 points. Approaching 5 minutes to go, third quarter. 4-point lead for the Tarriers. The Eagles with the ball. This is Clark with it. Swing it to Heitman. Heitman to the foul line, kick it back. And this is Lewis. Lewis almost lost the handle. And then Floyd comes away with the ball. Looking for the trailer, who bounces it. Peters throws it over to Husana and fakes a pass, it drives baseline, then he'll step back, take the three. Short. Rebound goes right to Husana. Husana lost the handle on the ball and draws a foul. Okay, so foul on Lewis as his third. Second team foul, and it'll be a baseline inbounds for the Tarriers. Inbound goes to Dearth. Dearth will dribble out, throw it into the corner. Jacobson fakes the three. Finds Dearth again at the top. Skipping around, looking for somebody to throw it to. Finds Jacobson. Jacobson, high post feed, stolen away. Into the hoop with a little scoop is Roberts with his second basket of the night, and the second one just like that off the steal. Quickly up it goes to Peters. Peters finds the trailer is Floyd. Floyd will try to go to the hoop, put it high off the glass and in. Jason with his first basket of the night. Quickly, the Eagles are back. Here's Lant to Kraft and near side to Heitman. Heitman looking low, throws it in the corner. Up top, Roberts with three. And it's now it's a 1 point lead, full timeout call by Klahowya. We'll be right back.
Dr. Iris Mallet. I'm a pediatrician here at Oakland Bay Pediatrics. So I was born in the Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines. A lot of a big part of my medical influence came from my parents. They're both physicians. Mason General offers not just outpatient, but there are inpatient work, nursery work, and our nursery here is very busy, and I like that. I like having newborns. I like seeing them for their well child check. It's important to be seeing them the first 2 years of their life.
Klahowya Eagles within one. 3:44 to go, third quarter. Turnovers, the bugaboo for the Tarriers. I have them at 9. But that big three by Preston Roberts, he has 7 points in the quarter, and he's been the offensive and the force that has brought the Eagles back into this ball game. They really weren't out of it, but closing it up, tightening it up. Here comes Jacobson. He's going to draw a foul on the Eagles. And the personal foul will go on whom? It'll go on Matthew Heitman, his second. So baseline inbounds for the Tarriers. Jacobson will trigger the play, bounce it into a man cutting to the hoop. That was Moore missed the shot. The putback was missed again, and then we got a foul on the Eagles. No, it's on the Tarriers. And that'll go on Jason Floyd, his second. And that's the first team foul on Charles Wright. Comes Lant for the Eagles. To Heitman, top of the key. Throw over to near side, Clark. Far side now, here's Lant. Lant looking for some little hole. Lost the handle on the ball, and he'll get it to Heitman. Heitman. Kraft didn't know where he was going with the ball, and there's a turnover on the travel. There's a 9th turnover on Klahowya. Let's see here. Lozano will step back onto the court for Charles Wright, and Daniel Peterson back in for the Tarriers as well. 1 point lead for Charles Wright. They have the ball. Jacobson swings it over to Dearth. Back to Jacobson, side of the paint. Try to drive it. Went off of a foot. Get out to Dearth. Over goes to Floyd. Floyd drives baseline to the hoop. Reverse layup. Nope, doesn't fall. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Hasana. And that will be Eagles ball. Here comes Lant. In the corner near side. Clark drives baseline. Finds Roberts. Over to Kraft. Out to Roberts for three. That's off. Rebound pulled away by Clark. Good rebound. They'll get it to Lant. Lant to the top. Back to Clark. Clark looking to the foul line. Behind the back dribble. Lost the handle. Hasana with the pick. And he's going to go all the way with a little scoop. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. And that'll go on Preston Roberts, his third personal. I have 14 fouls. Hasana at the free throw line. Got the first one. We'll get one more. He's 3 for 5 at the free throw line. Has 7 points so far. Got the second one. And the lead is up to 3. 2:15 to go, third quarter. Eagles with the ball, trailing. Kraft with it. To Clark between the circles. Trying to drive. He'll force one up at the foul line elbow. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Jacobson. He'll nice vision all the way up. Extra pass out. This is Dearth. Almost had the ball stripped. Finds the trailer as Jacobson. Pulls up in the paint. Short rebound pulled down by Lant. Lant gets it up to Roberts to the hoop alone off the glass and in. It's 3 layups for him in the 3 all in the quarter. That's 9 points. It's a 1-point lead again. Into the corner. Down it goes to Floyd. Mounts it to Jacobson. Jacobson top of the key for 3. That's short. Rebound pulled down by Clark. Clark. Nice up fake off the glass. Oh, doesn't fall. Rebound missed and by the Eagles, and Floyd will come away with a rebound. Comes Jacobson. Over to Hasana. Now it goes to Peterson. Peterson in the corner. Trying to get back. Roberts draws a double team. Ball's tipped. Goes right to Hasana. Pull up at the side of the paint. Goes in. Lead back up to 3. Here comes Clark up the far sidelines. To Lant, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Dara Peters will step on for the Tarriers. And who stepped on? Lewis is back for the Eagles. 23-20, under, well, about 45 seconds to go third quarter. Tarriers with the lead in the ball. Nice pass to Floyd. He missed it. Rebound ping-pongs around. Saved in bounds. Here come the Eagles. Lewis pushing it to the hoop. Off the glass. No, but he drew the foul. 2 shots coming for Nathaniel. Usama picked up his first. 13 foul on the Tarriers. Goes to the free throw line. Got the first one to drop in. I'll get one more. .7 seconds to go in the third quarter, excuse me. And Lewis hits the second of 2, giving him 4 points. Dearth will bring the ball up. So they're up to Peters. Peters to Floyd. Floyd drives a triple team out to Hasana. Hasana drives baseline, pull-up jumper at the box. It comes up short, got his own rebound, 1 dribble. Trying to find space, steps by the defense, had a block again, got it again, tapped it up, missed it. Still fighting for it, and Dearth had it. Goes off of the Eagle out of bounds. Say the referees. Baseline inbounds with 11.8 seconds to go here in the third. And Jacobson is going to draw a second personal on the push-off. It's a 1-point lead for Charles Wright. 3 on the way by Lewis, no. Rebound Husana, and that'll be 3 quarters in the books in a tight ball game. Charles Wright Academy leading 23-22 after 3. We'll be right back.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
We're heading to the fourth quarter in a really tight ball game. Let's see here. The Eagles have forced turnovers and taken it and scored on each one of those turnovers. I believe they have 10 for the Terriers in the ball game, 5 in the quarter. It'll be Eagles ball coming out of the timeout between quarters. Eagles will get it into Heitman. Get the ball back. Peters on him. Want with it. Up top it goes to Kraft. Kraft looking for somebody. He'll find Roberts. Roberts dribbles up. Hands it off to Heitman. Heitman into the three-point arc. Open 3. Nope, it's not going to take it. This is Lewis driving baseline. Missed it. Rebound goes to Dirth. Dirth will hook it up to Jacobson, and here come the Terriers with a 1-point lead. Jacobson way outside for 3. Yes! That's his third 3 in the ball game. And it's a 4-point lead for the Terriers. Comes Heitman. Back to Heitman. Heitman pulled up. No, rebound. Husana. Husana on the run the other way. He's going to try and weave around. Bumps bodies. Fade away. No, rebound pulled down by Want for Klahowya. And there's a technical foul on Husana. Picked up a technical. Chapin. I'm not sure exactly what he said, but he said something that the referee didn't like. So Nick Lewis is at the free throw line for 2 technical free throws. It's 2 for 2 is 4 points so far in a 4-point game. Got the first one. We'll get one more. Second one goes in, making 4 for 4. And Moore will step on for Husana for the Terriers after the technical foul. It's Eagle ball, trailing by 2 now. Lewis gets the ball in the inbounds. Back it goes to Heitman. Heitman looks to the baseline, gets it in. Roberts. And it'll be a turnover on the Eagles. Untimely. 2-point lead for the Terriers. We're 6:51 to go. Low scoring affair here at Hawkins Middle School. Jacobson was center of the court with the ball. Swing it over. That's Peters. Back to Jacobson. Back to Peters, down to Floyd. Out to Jacobson. 3 on the way and in again. Same spot as last time. And then there's going to be a foul on they're going to get David Dirth with his personal foul, his first. 6th team foul on Charles Wright. And a timeout has been called. The full one, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll be right back.
This tuna can looks like it's ready to be recycled, but is it? Let's shine a light on this perplexing mystery of modern-day recycling. Let's look closer. Oh yeah, this can of tuna is not empty or clean, so it's not recyclable. But all you gotta do is empty it out, give it a rinse, and then it's ready for the wonderful bin of recyclability. Do the right recycling thing. Empty, clean, dry. It matters.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The Klahowya ball coming out of the timeout. 6:25 to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for the Tarriers. Usana back in there. After the technical, he was taken out. Now he's back in. And here come the Eagles. Roberts to the baseline, unmolested. Finds Lewis up top, goes to Heitman. Back to Lewis. Throws it over to, that's Kraft. Kraft to the foul line, trying to find a cutter. That's Roberts, puts it up and in, and the foul. It'll go, personal foul will go on Usana. That's his third personal. 7th team foul on the Tarriers. Now, they only had 2 fouls in the first half. 3-point play up and in for Preston Roberts. He has 12 points tonight, and the lead is 2 for the Tarriers. 3 on the way by Dearth that rims off. Usana fights Roberts for the rebound. Roberts wins that battle. He'll get it to Heitman, goes in, missed the shot, no whistle whatsoever. It'll be Klahowya ball on the baseline. Lewis will trigger the play from the baseline. Oh, threw it right into the hands of a jumping Floyd. Goes out of bounds, and they'll do it again. From the baseline, left of the backboard. This time, this is Roberts. It's stolen away. Usana comes up with it. Changing directions, going to the hoop. Slapped and foul. Missed the shot, but it'll go to the free throw line. Another one, Nicholas Lewis, that's his 4th. Usana at the free throw line, short on the first one. See, it's 4 for 7 at the free throw line. And Damian Clark will come on. He'll replace Lant. Usana looking to extend the Charles Wright lead. Right now it's 2. Got the second one. Here comes Lewis. Lewis to Kraft. Down to the baseline. Turnaround jumper goes in for Kraft. That's his 7th point. Usana has the ball in the front court, hands it off to Moore. Moore over to Jacobson. He'll fake the 3, finds Moore. Moore holds the ball over his head, finds Jacobson between the circles. Dearth with it far side. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Moore throws it into Usana. Turnaround, fade away. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound pulled down by Kraft. Outlet to Roberts. Quickly in the corner to Lewis. Back to Roberts and up top to Kraft. Over to Lewis. Lewis drives to the foul line, splits the double team, puts it up a little too hard. Rebound hits the floor, and Moore comes up with it. Get it to Jacobson. Jacobson bounces it up to Moore. The sideline, turn around, throws it, but it manages to find Husana. Husana over to Jacobson. Back to Husana between the circles. To Jacobson to reset play. Over to Moore. Moore to the foul line. Ball out, tipped up. Ball's free, knocked out of bounds, but it will stay with the Terriers. 13 on the shot clock, 4:15 on the game clock. 1 point lead for Charles Wright with the ball. Jacobson. To Dearth, looking for Moore, cutting to the bucket, but we'll get it up top to Jacobson. Trying to lace it down low, it's out of bounds. And they're going to say that was tipped. Okay. Baseline inbounds. Jacobson inbounds it, gets the ball right back, takes the three in the corner. Shot clock expired, but missed the shot. And here comes Lewis up the far sidelines. Bounces into the corner, Heitinen. Back it goes. Nice stop, but that's going to be waved off as a travel. As Kraft didn't set his feet, kind of slid. 3:47 to go, 1 point game here. Charles Wright Academy with the lead in the ball. Jacobson gets the ball back on the inbounds. Throws the corner to Husana, back to Jacobson. Ripped away by Lewis. Ooh, they're gonna call something on Husana, I believe. Okay, that'll be 4 on Nathaniel Husana. 4 on him, but okay. So that's 8 team fouls. That's 1 and 1 to Preston Roberts. Missed the front end, rebound. Husana fights for it. Comes up with it, dribble out of the double team, launch it over. It's nearly stolen away. Husana still fights for it, comes away with it. Jacobson in the corner, he'll dribble out. Throw it up top to Moore. Moore over to Husana. Husana takes the three. Short. Rebound pulled down by Clark. Here's Kraft coming across midcourt. Give it over to Heitinen. To Kraft. To Lewis. Bounce it over to Roberts. Roberts back to Lewis on the box. Kicking out to Clark. He'll step back for 3. That's an air ball. Rebound out of bounds. Moore returns. That's Caitlin Moore in there. There's Jacobson with the ball in the front court, drawing attention, trying to get it down. It finds Floyd. Floyd to the hoop. Missed the shot. Rebound pulled down by Kraft. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's 1 point lead for the Terriers. Turnaround 3 off the no. And we have a foul on the Terriers. That'll go on Jacobson. It's his 3rd. Husana returns, and Daniel Peterson will step back on for Charles Wright at the free throw line. It's going to be Heitinen for the front end of a 1-and-1. Got the first one. Get one more. 19 fouls on Charles Wright. Tie ball game. Heitinen second free throw, rimmed off. Rebound Husana to Jacobson. Jacobson quickly up the court to Dearth, down to Floyd. Floyd draws a triple team, out to Dearth. Dearth takes 3 in the corner, that's short. Rebound Floyd in traffic, get it out to Jacobson. Take that 3, miss it. Rebound Heitinen. Here he comes. Going to the hoop, missing it was Lewis. It's all knotted up. 2 minutes to go almost. Husana on the outside. To Jacobson at the top. Drives to the foul line, goes to the hoop, puts it up short. Rebound pulled down by Lewis. Lewis gets it up to Clark. To Lewis for three at the top, that's short. Rebound pulled down by the Moore. Back to Moore. Moore trying to get it out to Jacobson. To Floyd. And a timeout. 1:36 to go in the ball game, and it's all knotted up at 30.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
One minute, 36 seconds. Tie ball game, 30-30. Charles Wright will have the ball coming out of the timeout in their front court. You've got Floyd, Husana, Dearth, Moore, and Jacobson. He'll inbounds it from the sidelines. For the Eagles, Heitman, Lewis, Want. What else do we have out there? Clark. Defensive pick, one more player to give you, and I gotta find them. High post feed. It's gonna be Preston Roberts. That should be 4 on him. Be 4 on Preston. It's the 6th team foul. 1:25 to go in the ball game. Inbounds goes to Dearth, up top to Moore. Back it goes to Jacobson. Down to the nice up fake by Husana. Missed the shot but drew the foul. He got the defender Kraft off his feet. Be on Clark. Damon Clark picked up his first. It's the 7th team foul. Husana at the free throw line. For 2, he'll get the first one. Maybe one more. Derek Peters will step back on, replacing Peterson. Second free throw falls in. 13 points for Nathaniel. Comes Clark with the ball. Nobody stopping ball. He'll go right to the hoop, put it up and in. His first basket of the night, ties it right back up. Here comes Jacobson. Jacobson speeds up the court. Finds Husana, fakes the 3, drives to the box. Puts it up, avoiding the defense, but missed it. Rebound goes to Kraft. Kraft gets it to Heighton, and then here come the Eagles. He'll push it up court. That was Roberts in another timeout. And we'll keep it here. It's quite a battle that we have here. A very low-scoring game, but we were at 13-7 at the half with Charles Wright on top. Now we have 45.1 seconds to go in the ball game. It's all knotted up at 32. Leading scorers, let's see here. We've got 13 points for Husana, 9 for Dane Jacobson. That's for Charles Wright. 12 for Preston Roberts this point. And it'll be Klahowya ball in the front court out of the timeout. Heitman, Kraft, Clark, Want, and Roberts. Inbounds goes to Kraft. I'm sorry, this is Clark. Clark looking to get the low feed. He'll get it to Kraft. Kraft loses the ball but gets it back on the baseline. Needs somebody to throw it to. He'll get it over to Roberts. Roberts gonna lob it down low. It's deflected and turned over. Here comes Moore, handing off to Jacobson. Jacobson lost the handle but tracked it down. And a timeout by Charles Wright. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Amy Maurer. I work at Olympic Physicians currently for Mason General Hospital, but we will obviously all be working for Mason Clinic here in the upcoming months. One of the things that drew me to Mason General was the fact that they're, right out the gate, their mission statement was we put patients first. And that has always been my philosophy, and that has always been my approach to medicine and to patient care. I feel like the best medicine is accomplished when you put patients first, because then you're always motivated to do the right thing and to do the best for the patient.
.8 seconds remain in this ball game. All knotted up at 32. It'll be Terrier ball coming out of the timeout. You've got Moore, Husana, Floyd. It's like Dirth and Jacobson on the court for the Terriers. For the Eagles, Lant, Roberts, Heitman, Kraft, and Clark. Jacobson gets the ball back. Back in the zone are the Eagles. Over to Dirth. Dirth can shoot the three. This doesn't take too very many of them. He's going to draw the double team. Throw it down to the baseline, and Moore can't get to it over and a turnover. 3.7 seconds remain in the ball game. Timeout are called by the Eagles. You might see overtime. We'll be right back. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. This is a 30-second timeout. So 3.7 seconds remain in the ball game. 32-32. And I have 11 turnovers on the Tarriers, 14 on the Eagles. However, the difference in this ball game is that the Eagles have taken advantage of those turnovers, whereas the Tarriers not so much. They have, let's see, here in the quarter. This is for the half, I should say. So 11 for Charles Wright, 14 for the Eagles. The Eagles have the ball. 3.7 seconds. They got to go the full length of the court. So same lineups, it looks like. And the Terriers are going to go full court press. First game. Heitman will inbounds it to Kraft. Kraft loses the ball out of bounds. Actually, they say knocked out by the Eagles, and then we are tied up by the Terriers. It's a full. We'll be right back.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same: providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been...
So 1.7 seconds remain in this ball game. All tied up at 32. Klahowya with the ball. Front court. Sideline inbounds. Heitman will trigger the play. Inbounds into the corner. Turn around, shoot for three. It goes off, and we head to overtime. So we are knotted up at 32. So we'll be back with the extra 4 minutes in just a moment.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
So we head to overtime in this first game in the North Mason Holiday Invitational at Hawkins Middle School. Klahowya and Charles Wright knotted up at 32 heading to the extra period. 4 minutes remaining. We'll tip it off to get this thing started. It's like Floyd and Kraft. The inbounds is, or actually the tip-off is won by the Eagles. And here comes Heitman. Clark with it to Kraft, and off to Heitman. Heitman looking down low. He'll get it to Kraft. Kraft's going to go one-on-one. Turnaround jumper off the glass and out. Rebound tapped and controlled by the Tarriers. Jacobson quickly up he goes. Down it goes to Floyd. Took steps. Rejected by Kraft. Recovered by Roberts. And here comes Clark. Swing it over far side, Heitman into the corner to Kraft. Kraft will dribble out of the corner, set the offense up top to Roberts into the corner. This time it's Heitman. Heitman up top to Clark. Clark trying to dribble, penetrate 10 on the shot clock into the corner. It goes to Roberts. Roberts finds Clark. Clark will take the three and hit it. Three-point lead for Klahowya. Moore to Jacobson. Jacobson to Husana for three in the corner. And that's short. Rebound goes to Husana. Husana attacks the hoop. No whistle. Throws it out of bounds. It'll go over to the Eagles. He and Husana's looking for a foul. 2:36 to go in the overtime. 35 for the Eagles. 32 for the Tarriers. Klahowya with the ball. Heitman in center of the court. Over it goes to Clark. Now to Roberts. Back to Roberts. Lost the ball. Husana with the ball. He's going to bring it up himself. Stops, looking for Floyd, and everybody leaves him alone to take the jumper. Missed it. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Kraft. And here comes Clark. Mark over to Lewis. And he'll turn the corner drive right down to the paint. Missed the shot, but Kraft is there to put it up and in. It's a 5-point lead for the Eagles in overtime. Dearth with it on the far side. Look at a high post feed to Floyd, out to Husana. Nathaniel drive baseline, go reverse layup, comes up short but drew the foul. 2 shots coming for Husana. And we'll get Drew Kraft with his second. Husana's first free throw goes in. Gives him 14 points on the night. Lead is down to 4. Got them both. 3-point lead for Klahowya with the ball. 1.5 minutes to go in the overtime. No look pass down to the baseline. Fadeaway doesn't fall. Coming away with a rebound is Roberts. He'll reset. Over it goes to Clark. Here's Lewis to Heitman. Kraft 3 in the corner, no. Rebound Jacobson. Jacobson draws 3 players around him. There's a minute to go. into the corner to Dearth. Looking for the big man, Floyd, trying to make a move to the hoop, and they're going to get Kraft with his third. And that'll put Jason Floyd at the free throw line. This will be his first attempt tonight. He's only got 2 points. 55.3 seconds remain in the ball game, in the overtime. Floyd hit the first one. He'll get one more. Cut it down to 1 with this one. Second free throw goes in. 37-36, Klahowya with the lead in the ball in the overtime. Clark gets the ball back. He bumped and fouled, nearly stolen. Here goes Clark. Going to leave it for Roberts. Missed the rebound, missed the shot, missed, got his own rebound, put it up and missed it short. Rebound goes to Husana. Husana is going to be a timeout, actually called with 35 seconds remaining in overtime. We'll be right back.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven...
Timeout a little shorter than I expected. We have 35 seconds remaining in the ball game, in the overtime. 1 point lead for Klahowya. Charles Wright with the ball. Coming out of the timeout. Dearth with it way outside. Up to Moore. Moore will get it to the high post. Out it goes to Dearth. Dearth throws it down to Husana. Husana backs down. Fade away. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Puts it up. Dropped off again. Floyd and Heitman are fighting for the rebound. And then there's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to go on Heitman. Yes, it is. That'll be his third. That'll put Floyd back at the free throw line. 17.8 seconds remain in the ball game. Got the first one. We're tied up at 37. Floyd can give the Tarriers the lead. And he does. Hit them both. 17.8 seconds. This is Kraft. Kraft over to Clark. Clark drives in, misses a shot, rebound tapped out, and the ball is free and timeout called. Oh, we have a foul on the, nope, we have a timeout, I'm sorry. Full timeout call. This has been interesting. We'll be right back. About 2.4 seconds remaining in this ball game. It's been a good one here. 1 point lead for Charles Wright. Klahowya will have the ball coming out of the timeout. That'll be in a rebound right out in front, or inbounds right out in front of us. Heitman, Clark, Kraft, Roberts, and Lewis on the court. Heitman will inbounds it. Throw it in, it's deflected, turnover, but it actually didn't turn over, and the ball goes away. And off the turnover there, that'll be the end of the ball game as Charles Wright comes away with a 38-37 victory here in the first game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll wrap this broadcast up, or this game up, and we'll get ready for the next one. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
I'm Dr. Alexandra Rhodes. I work at Oakland Bay Pediatrics. My specialty is pediatrics. I wanted to be a doctor because I really love taking care of babies. My dad was a doctor and I was always in the hospital, and I volunteered in a hospital as a baby cuddler for a little over a year, and I really loved it. And I think I just always knew that I kind of wanted to be a pediatrician. I went to Washington University in St. Louis for college, and then Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland for medical school.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Well, the final, the first game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. The Charles Wright Academy Tarriers pull out a 1-point win over the Klahowya Eagles, 38-37 in overtime. They did it behind Nathaniel Husana, who finished with 15 points. Dane Jacobson, 12 points. He hit 4 3-pointers. 6 for Jason Floyd, 5 for Daniel Peterson. Something to mention here, all of the points for the Tarriers in the overtime are from the free throw line. They were 6 for 6 from the free throw line in overtime. Leading the way for the Eagles in the losing effort was Preston Roberts, 12 points, 9 of those in this third quarter. 9 for Drew Kraft, 6 for Nicholas Lewis, 5 for Damon Clark. Let's see here. Yeah. 2 for Jacob Manavy, and 3 actually. That makes it up. Yeah, 3. I wrote that up. 3 for Matthew Heitman. So, next up for Klahowya, they take on Forks tomorrow in day 2 of this invite. Tip-off is 5:15. Charles Wright Academy will host North Mason tomorrow night at 7. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will have both games for you tomorrow night. So that does it for game 1, with Charles Wright Academy pulling out in a 38-37 win over Klahowya. Now we are just a few minutes away, or just minutes away, from game 2, which features the host team, North Mason, against Forks. Teams are on the court warming up, and we will talk to you about that matchup next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and will be just a few moments. Well, welcome back to the Hawkins Middle School for the second game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. This matchup features the Forks Spartans and the North Mason Bulldogs. Again, my name is Diedrich Allen, and this is the our Community Credit Union pregame show. The Bulldogs come into tonight's game with a 2-6 overall record. The last game for the boys from Belfair was December 20th when they lost to 2A Olympic League foe Port Angeles 71-39. The Spartans out of the 1A Evergreen League are 5-2 on the season and are coming off a 62-58 win over Toledo on December 21st. Coming up on the Our Community Credit Union pregame show, we have starting lineups. It's game 2 of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. The Forks Spartans at the North Mason Bulldogs. Well, versus the North Mason Bulldogs from the Hawkins Middle School in Belfair. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same, providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our Community Credit Union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
And welcome back to Hawkins Middle School. North Mason Holiday Invitational boys basketball. Tonight, the Forks Spartans and the North Mason Bulldogs. We were treated to quite a game in the first game and went to overtime, but Charles Wright Academy knocked off Klahowya by a score of 38-37. Went into overtime, and so we're pretty much on schedule here, just about 3 minutes late here. Anyways, we're going to get right into starting lineups. We'll start out with the Forks Spartans. They'll be the visiting team tonight. Raymond Davis, he is a 5'11" junior guard. Oscar Gonzalez, a 5'7" senior guard. Tony Hernandez Flores, a 5'8" junior guard. Logan Olson, a 5'10" sophomore guard. And Skylar Steffen, a 5'10" junior forward. For the Bulldogs, they will start John Beatty, a 5'10" senior guard. Joe Crosswhite, a 5'9" senior guard. Reed Williams, a 5'6" junior guard. Miller Campbell, a 6'2" senior forward. And Ryan Cruikshank, a 6'3" junior center. So that's Davis, Gonzalez, Hernandez Flores, Olson, and Steffen For Forks, Beatty, Crosswhite, Williams, Campbell, and Crookshank. For North Mason. Now we're just a couple minutes away from tip-off. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back with the second game of the North Mason Holiday Invite from Hawkins Middle School in Belfair in just a moment on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
So my name is Michelle Hamilton. I'm a family physician working at Shelton Family Medicine. So I went into family medicine because I like taking care of the entire family. I really like taking care of children. I'm interested in women's health and then also in geriatrics. And family medicine is really the only specialty where you can take care of the whole family. In Mason General, just everybody was incredibly friendly. It seemed like it was a really close-knit community. The staff had worked here a long time. It seemed like everyone was really focused on giving good care and putting patients first.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
We're going to be back here at Hawkins Middle School. Just chuckling at the PA announcer. We'll just run down those starting lineups again one more time because the going to be announced here. Second game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. Raymond Davis, Oscar Gonzalez, Tony Hernandez Flores, Logan Olson, Skyler Steffen, the starters for the Forks Spartans. For the Bulldogs, it's John Beatty, Joe Crosswhite, Reed Williams, Miller Campbell, and Ryan Cruikshank. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with the tip-off of this game between the North Mason Bulldogs and the Forks Spartans in just a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
About ready for the tip-off here between the Spartans and the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will be in their home whites with the blue numbers and stripes. The Spartans will be in the dark blue, the gold numbers, white trim, gold trim on the shirts and what have you. So Crookshank will meet up with, who is that? Hernandez, Flores, and one in the tip is won by North Mason. Trying to get it to Campbell. And here is Crosswhite. Oh, it's Beatty, sorry. That's Crosswhite. Takes a three and hits it. Joe Crosswhite scores first. And here come the Spartans. Olsen with the ball, will set the play up. Throws it across court to Gonzalez into the corner now. Davis, back to Gonzalez and to Davis, quick pass down low. And turnaround side hook by Steffen draws the foul on the Bulldogs. And that will go on Joe Crosswhite as first. No, actually Crookshank, excuse me. Didn't think it would be Crosswhite, it's Crookshank with his first. And Steffen's at the free throw line for 2 free throws. Comes up short on the first one. We're right behind the Spartans bench. So Skylar Steffen has his second free throw. Missed them both. Rebound goes to Crookshank. Ripped away by the Spartans, and then the Bulldogs get it right back. Here comes Williams, gets it up to Crosswhite. Crosswhite to the three-point arc, high post feed. Near side to Beatty. Beatty drives the foul line, it's deflected. Back to Beatty. Beatty will slap it over to the baseline, and there's another turnover. Comes Davis. Gets it to Hernandez Flores. He'll step back, set the offense. And down it goes to Steffen. Steffen turns around, try to go baseline. Cut off by Crookshank. Out it goes to the corner. Back it goes three on the way by Olsen. That's short. Rebound, long rebound, tracked down by Williams. Williams to the foul line. Hand it off to Beatty. Beatty will get it to Crosswhite in front of us. Crosswhite put it on the floor. Dribble up top to Williams. Over it goes to Beatty up top to Crosswhite to Williams, looking to the side. Gets it back up top. Quick passes around the perimeter, 15 on the shot clock. Williams at the top of the key, throws it over to Campbell. Miller puts it on the floor, one dribble. One hands it over to Beatty, who'll hit a runner. And the Bulldogs with a quick 5-point lead. Hernandez Flores in the backcourt to Gonzalez. And a timeout has been called. On the floor. It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here. 5-0, North Mason on top. But to avoid the 10 count on the full court press, Coach Gooding called a timeout. Oh, so we need a little bit of AC/DC here. in the gymnasium at Hawkins Middle School. So let's see here. John Beatty has a basket and Joe Crosswhite has a 3 to give the Bulldogs a 5-0 lead. Both teams, by my count, have a couple of turnovers each. And here come the Spartans just shy of mid-court, sideline inbounds. Hernandez Flores will inbounds it, look into the front court, gives it into Stefan, gets it right back. Throw it over to Olsen, into the corner. Flores, he'll dribble out of the corner, trying to get it down low. The Bulldogs are in a, looks like a 3-2 zone. Far corner now. This is Davis. Davis lob it up top. Here's Olsen, side of the paint, 1 on the shot clock. Does he get it off? No, he does not. And that is going to be the 3rd turnover on the Spartans. Carter Wendell will step on, and he does not look like he's only 6'2". He is a big young man. Comes the Williams, center of the court. Ooh, nice quick hands knocked out of bounds by the quick hands of Hernandez Flores. Bulldog ball, sideline inbounds, foul line extended near side. Beatty gets it into the corner to Crosswhite. He'll lob it up to Campbell. Campbell will take a 3 at the top and hit it. Oh boy. And it's a turnover right after the 3. So it'll be Bulldog ball, far sideline inbounds. Beatty will inbounds it. Get it into Williams near mid-court. Throws it over to Crosswhite. Gets the ball back, turns and takes a 3. Rims that one off, rebound. Crookshank tapped it, but it went to Flores. Flores up the far side. He's going to go coast to coast. Puts it up and in. Tony Hernandez Flores for the first basket. For Forks, and the ball's thrown all the way up and knocked out of bounds. Right in front of us. Bulldog ball in the front court. Beatty will get it into Williams. Beatty gets it back. Williams, cross court, stolen away by Hernandez Flores. He'll take it to the hoop. Avoids the defense, puts it up, missed it. Rebound is tapped out, and the ball is controlled by the Spartans. The putback falls short. Rebound goes to Crookshank, and here come the Bulldogs. Beatty into the corner, 3 on the way by Campbell. That's off. Rebound pulled down by Davis. Davis will get it to Olsen, and Olsen will bring it up for Forks. Davis with it. Quick around the corner, passes. Back over to Hernandez Flores. And now Olsen into the corner near side. It's Gonzalez stolen away. Comes Williams with a pull up and in. That's Crosswhite with a pull up, excuse me. Off the turnover. And 3 on the way and off by Olsen. Rebound goes to Crookshank. Get the Crosswhite up the far sidelines. Up to Beatty. Beatty will take the 3 and rim it off. Rebound, the fight for it, saved inbounds by Hernandez Flores. Comes Olsen. Olsen had his pass stolen away, and Beatty comes away with it, and the ball is stolen right back. Here's Gonzalez. Sit down to the big man. Wendell missed the shot. And here comes the Williams the other way for North Mason. Campbell. Near side to Beatty. Bounce it down to Campbell. Campbell triple teamed and bumped and fouled. And that'll go on Tony Hernandez Flores, his first. Riley Persley steps on for the Spartans as the Stefan return. For the Bulldogs, it's Spencer Davis and Betancourt. Oh, and a turnover by the Bulldogs. We have 5 on North Mason. As Spencer Davis stepped on sidelines on the inbounds. Full court press. Here is Hernandez Flores. Going to go right to the hoop, put it up. Comes up short, rebound, tapped out. Hernandez Flores tracks it down. Hook it to the baseline. Here's a Wendell out to the top to Hernandez Flores. 3 on the way and off by Olsen. Spartans can't track it down. It'll be Bulldog ball. They lead by 8. 2:17 to go first quarter. 10-2 is the score. North Mason with the lead in the ball. Up it goes to Betancourt. Bounces it back and stolen away. Comes Olsen the other way. Going to go to the hoop, lay it up and in off the turnover. Gamble will bring the ball up. Get it over to Crosswhite. Lob it to Betancourt. Betancourt drives baseline. Cut off by Wendell. Draws a double team. Bounces it over to Campbell. Campbell off the glass and in. Campbell with 5 points and leads back up to 8. Hernandez Flores to the foul line, bounces down to Stevens off the glass and in. Nice work on the break there. Oh, I didn't see the big 50 in there. Collins is in there. And he finds Betancourt. Little scramble and lob it down. Here is Davis, Spencer Davis with the basket. 1:10 to go in the first quarter, 14-6. Oh, another turnover on the pass off. And here comes Crosswhite up the far side. They'll lob it to the corner of Betancourt. Fakes the 3. One hands it back to Crosswhite, gets it back. Betancourt to the baseline, bounces it down. They're going to say he traveled. 7 turnovers on both teams here. Cruikshank and Williams return for North Mason. You've got Raymond Davis. And I have a 10 in there. I think that's Basinger, but I'm not sure. 2 11s on my roster. There's Olsen. Wendell bounces it down to Stevens off the glass and in. Skylar Stevens with 4 points. Inbounds goes to Williams. That's to Spencer Davis and timeout called. 27.5 seconds go first quarter, 14-8. North Mason with the lead in the ball. And a timeout after the quick tie-up. So the lineup for the Bulldogs, you've got Ethan Collins, Ryan Cruikshank, I believe is in there. Betancourt, Davis. Let's see. I can't quite figure out who's on the court for the Bulldogs at this point. So it's 27.5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, 14-8 is their score. North Mason the lead in the ball. So you got Wendell Olsen, Stephen, and I say it's Trey Basinger as number 10. I don't have that on my list. And Raymond Davis on the court for the Spartans. So you've got Spencer Davis, Ethan Collins, Reed Williams, Ryan Cruikshank, and Spencer and Betancourt, Julian Betancourt on the court for the Bulldogs. And it looks like Miller Campbell's headed to the locker room for some reason. Shot clock is off. Here's Williams short of the midcourt stripe. Throws it over and anticipating and stealing the ball away is Raymond Davis, but nearly stolen right back. Here's Basinger to Olsen. Back to Basinger in the corner for 3. Short. Rebound tapped in. That should be Bulldog ball. So 6.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 14-8 is their score. Bulldogs leading by 6. They've led by as many as 8. Top of the key. 3 for Williams at the buzzer. Nope. So we head to the second quarter with North Mason up 14-8 on Forks. We'll be right back.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Second quarter is about to start. Actually, it is started. And Forks comes away with the ball, comes out with the ball. Gonzalez with it. The basing off his hands. And then they're going to get Betancourt with a foul. His first. Second team foul. So we've got Beatty and Crosswhite back on the court for North Mason. Sideline inbounds for the Fort Spartans, and ball comes away. And it looks like, oh, the ball did come away. Quick pass to, looks like it's Carter Wendell puts it up in the end, and the foul. And that foul will go on Ethan Collins' first. Miller Campbell back in the ball game. They're heading to the locker room for whatever reason. I think he needed to get something taped up his wrist. He's got tape on his left wrist. As Olsen steps back onto the court, replacing Stevens. At the free throw line, Carter Wendell hit the free throw. A three-point play, and the lead is 3 for North Mason. Crookshank gives it to Collins and then gives it to Campbell. Campbell throws it up to Crookshank in front court. He'll take the lane, kick it out to 3 on the way by Collins. This short rebound goes to Wendell. Wendell will push it to Gonzalez into the corner now. Basinger. And back to Gonzalez. Cross court into the corner to Olsen. Olsen down to Wendell on the baseline up top. Gonzalez near side now. Basinger side of the paint. That goes to Gonzalez. Down it goes to Davis. Turnaround in the paint. No. Rebound Wendell right there in the crowd. And he's going to travel. 5-8 turnovers on both teams. 3-point lead for North Mason. Under 7 minutes to go in the half. 14-11. Here comes Beatty. Beatty breaks by the pressure, goes to the hoop, missed it. Rebound Crookshank. Kick it out, but threw it right into Gonzalez's hands. Here come the Spartans. Olsen in the corner far side. Takes the 3. Nope, took steps. Wow. Last week, my usual broadcast partner and I were talking about the traveling calls that seem to be coming out a lot more now. And I did ask an official evaluator with the South Sound Referees Association, and he asked if there was an emphasis on traveling, and he said nope, there was not. Nice pass down low. Campbell can't handle the pass in the middle, and another turnover. Here's Olsen at the top. Gonzalez back to Davis. Down it goes to the baseline. Steffen can't handle the pass, too low, but he manages to pull it away. And here's Olsen. Olsen drives, kicks into the corner. Gonzalez missed. Rebound goes to Crosswhite. Joe will pull it up on the run. Kick it over to Collins for 3. Yes! And the lead is now 6. Olsen top of the key. Throw it over to Davis. Raymond will get it back to Olsen. 5.5 minutes to go in the half. Stevens gets it down to Wendell. Wendell draws a crowd. Up it goes to 3 on the way. And miss. Quick pass down to Stevens up and drops in. Schuyler with 6 points. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs with the ball. Here comes Crosswhite. Crosswhite. Lob it to Collins in the corner for 3. That's short. Rebound goes to Wendell. Wendell hand it off to Olson, and here come the Spartans. Over to Davis. Wendell pass to Wendell is deflected and knocked out of bounds, and that will be Bulldog ball. Now I have 10 turnovers on Forks, 9 on North Mason. So Williams and Spencer Davis return for North Mason. It's Bulldog ball. Oh, not a good pass. And a good heads-up play by Raymond Davis. Stealing it away and then saving it inbounds off for Crosswhite. 7 will sit down for Forks. Hernandez Flores in the ball game. Baseline inbounds to the far corner. Olson, he'll take a 3. Rims off, rebound. Campbell had it, stripped away by Hernandez Flores. Out of bounds. It stays with the Bulldogs. 4:44 to go in the half. 4-point lead for North Mason. They had the ball. Crosswhite. Cross to Williams. Back to Crosswhite at midcourt. Tried to get a pass down to Davis. Deflected and knocked out of bounds by Hernandez Flores. It's baseline inbounds for North Mason. We went 25 on the shot clock. Guess the shot clock did not start. So it's a baseline inbounds by North Mason. Crosswhite will trigger the play, left of the backboard. Oh, deflected, but goes off deflection to Spencer Davis, and then there's a whistle on Forks. Personal foul will go on. Raymond Davis picked up his first. So baseline inbounds again goes to Spencer Davis for North Mason. And down it goes to Campbell, turnaround hook, that rimmed out, rebound Hernandez Flores. Down it goes to Wendell, stolen away, and here comes Crosswhite. Oh, a nice pick, going to the hoop by Raymond Davis. It's a 2-point lead for North Mason. Crosswhite splits a double team in backcourt. Goes over to the side. Baseline for Davis, and it goes in. Spencer with 4 points, 2 baskets. Lead back up to 4. Here comes Olson into the corner. To Gonzalez, back to Olson. Swing it over, and around it goes to Davis. There's Olson. To Wendell, kick it to the corner. 3 on the way by Olson. No, rebound. It's going to be a foul. I believe it's going to be on probably Hernandez Flores, but we'll see. Yes, it is. That'll be 2 on him. Riley Persley will step back onto the court for Sparks. And Ethan Collins is back in for North Mason. For the Spartans. I said Sparks, didn't I? All right. Goes Beatty quickly. He's back on the court. Draws a double team, throws it to Collins. Collins avoids the defense. Bounce it over to Campbell. 3 from Williams in the corner. That short rebound is going to be Williams, or I'm sorry, Beatty, but he pushed off. So Beatty picked up his first personal. 3:20 to go in the half. 4-point lead for North Mason. Olson. Nice ball movement to break the press off the hands of Gonzalez. And here's Olson between the circles. Goes at the window at the foul line. Nice find down low off the glass. No. Missed by Persley. I believe it's Persley, right? Yeah. He draws the foul. And that will go on Spencer Davis's first. Riley Persley at the free throw line for 2 free throws for Forks. 3:03 to go in the half. Got the first one, I get one more. Ryan Cruikshank will come back in for North Mason, replacing Spencer Davis. Next free throw, short. Rebound, Wendell snuck away, snuck in there, hands it off. Here's Persley off the glass and in. So 1 point lead for North Mason. Williams in back court to Campbell. Campbell back to Williams. Williams steps across midcourt. Over it goes to Collins, and it's deflected on the inbounds, or on the inbound, but here's Williams. Finds Cruikshank. Over it goes to Beatty. Beatty drives baseline. Lobs it in the middle to Miller Campbell, and it's stolen away by Olsen and the Forks Spartans. Olsen missed the runner, and a jump ball call. Tied up, and we'll go over to North Mason. Julian Betancourt back in the ballgame, and John Beatty will sit down. Now they'll get Betancourt back in the ballgame. So it's Miller, Collins, Williams, Cruikshank, and Betancourt. He has the ball in the middle of the court, and he ends up traveling with it. I have 13 turnovers on North Mason, 11 on Forks. Persley inbounds it, left alone, gets it into Hernandez, Flores, into the corner to Lopez, finds Persley. Persley lost the handle on the ball. Cruikshank with the recovery up to Collins. Collins loses the handle, nearly loses it again. Finds Williams in midcourt. Williams over to Betancourt. Bounce it up to Campbell. Near side. Williams for three in the corner. Nope. Rebound. Campbell. Stolen away by Tony Hernandez Flores. He handed it off to Wendell, and Wendell will bring it up. Goes over to Olsen, crossing midcourt. 1:45 to go in the half. 1 point lead for North Mason. Forks with the ball. Near side, Gonzalez. Back between the circles. Goes to Hernandez. Flores, out it goes. Quick passes Olsen to the foul line. Jumper, runner, no. Rebound pulled down by Campbell. Campbell get it to Williams in back court. And here come the Bulldogs. Betancourt, high post feed. Nice spin to the hoop by Campbell. It's a 3 point lead for North Mason, 21 to 18. Wendell to the foul line. Quick passes. This is Olsen to Gonzalez. Back to Olsen up top. Swing it over to Persley, and the inlet is deflected. Tracked down by Cruikshank. He'll save it inbounds in the corner to Williams. Williams gives it up to Betancourt. Betancourt drives baseline. Hacked in foul, but they'll go to the line. Riley Persley picked up his first personal. Fourth team foul. As Julian Betancourt's at the free throw line for 2 free throws. Got the first one. Persley will sit down, and Raymond Davis returns for Forks. Betancourt with another free throw. Short rebound. Cruikshank had it. Goes to the floor. I'm going to say he traveled. Spencer Davis and John Beatty will come back in for North Mason. And Stevens returns for Forks. So it's Hernandez, Flores, Olsen, Davis, Stevens and Wendell on the court for the Spartans. This is Olsen with it. Swing over to Davis, back to Olsen. Hook a high post feed. Catching it and putting it up and in is the big man, Wendell. Three on the way and short by Collins, and Hernandez Flores comes out of the pack with the ball. He'll hand it off to Olsen, who traveled. 2 point lead for North Mason. 7.9 seconds remaining in the first half. 22-20. Bulldogs with the lead in the ball. Betancourt will inbound it. Get it into Williams, and then near corner. Nice Collins. Got to get something up, and that'll end the half. So North Mason has a 2-point lead after one half, 22-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more from Hawkins Middle School in a moment.
Hey, sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the South Sound Conference are playing, who won the game last night, and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on sscathletics.org. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making sscathletics.org the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the South Sound Conference. Check out sscathletics.org, the official website of the South Sound Conference.
My name is Matt Woods. I'm the new podiatrist taking over for Dr. Rice. I know that he's a very well-liked podiatrist, and I'm very, very happy to be able to take over his position here at Mason General Hospital Ankle and Foot Clinic. I just want everyone to know that I'd like to treat all my patients like they were my friends or my family. I wouldn't do anything to a patient that I wouldn't do to myself. I just think that having a good rapport with your patients and the trust is necessary, and I can do anything from toenails to giant fractures to arthroscopic procedures.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Two-point lead for North Mason at halftime here at Hawkins Middle School in the second game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. The Bulldogs are being led by Miller Campbell, is 7 points, 5 for Joe Crosswhite, 4 for Spencer Davis, 3 for Ethan Collins, 2 for John Beatty, and a free throw for Julian Betancourt. For the Spartans, their leading scorer is Skylar Steffen. He has 6 points. 5 for Carter Wendell. I'm assuming that's Wendell. Could be Basinger. I haven't figured that one out yet. Riley Persley has 3. Basket for Raymond Davis, Tony Hernandez Flores, and Logan Olson. That's the way we sit right now. So 22-20 at the half in this second game of the North Mason Holiday Invite on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll take yet another timeout. We'll be back to talk a little bit about turnovers, which have been numerous for both teams, and foul trouble. We'll be right back.
Hey sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Olympic League are playing? Who won the game last night? And what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on olympicleague.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making olympicleague.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Olympic League. Check out olympicleague.com, the official website of the Olympic League.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the diagnostic imaging department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
(22-20). Halftime score, North Mason leading Forks in the second game of the North Mason Holiday Invitational. I told you I was going to talk about turnovers. Well, let's see here. By my count, North Mason has 15 turnovers, while Forks has 12. Now, these are obviously unofficial by all means. And that's where we sit right now. Foul trouble, well, not really a lot of fouls called. However, Tony Hernandez-Flores has 2 personals, and only 4 fouls were called in the first half. On the Spartans, 5 were called on North Mason. 6 were called on North Mason. But they were spread across 6 players, so nobody's in too much of foul trouble. Now, I want to mention Tony Hernandez-Flores, and every time he's out there, he's like the spark plug for Forks. He makes something happen, creates something almost every time he's out there. He's a heads-up player. I'm very impressed with him. We'll see how this one goes. The first game in this invite went down to overtime, or came down to overtime, and it was a 1-point win for Charles Wright Academy. And, yeah. Looks like we'll have another one here as the Forks Spartans trail the North Mason Bulldogs by 2, 22-20. We'll take another timeout. We'll be right back with third quarter here at Hawkins Middle School, which used to be North Mason High School several years ago, but is now middle school. And this used to be my spot when I came up here to broadcast, but it's a little different when I'm sitting on the floor. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter in a moment.
Everyone has dreams, but not everyone knows the steps they need to take to get there. At the Community Financial Center, we help members of our community credit union to work toward their dreams. Located inside the Shelton Mountain View branch, the Community Financial Center works with families to help them pursue their short and long-term goals, specializing in comprehensive financial planning, investment advisory services, insurance, and retirement planning. At the Community Financial Center, we work one-on-one with our community credit union members to help them identify their needs and their objectives. Together, we'll develop a set of strategies that seek your success. Isn't it time to set a path to your goals? Set up a free, no-obligation consultation at our community credit union's Community Financial Center. It's your success. We just guide you towards it.
Dr. Iris Mallet. I'm a pediatrician here at Oakland Bay Pediatrics. So I was born in the Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines. A lot of a big part of my medical influence came from my parents. They're both physicians. Mason General offers not just outpatient, but there are inpatient work, nursery work, and our nursery here is very busy, and I like that. I like having newborns. I like seeing them for their well child check. It's important to be seeing them the first 2 years of their life.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
Forks is going to start out with the ball. So we finally figured out who 11 and 10 are, so it appears that Trey Basinger is he has the ball. And he'll bounce it down to the baseline. Get the ball back, put it up and in. That gives him 7 points, excuse me. And a tie ball game. Williams has it, and then a foul call quickly. And personal foul will go on Raymond Davis, his second. So let's give you some lineups. So we got a moment. So we got Cross-White, Williams, Campbell, Cruikshank, and Miller on the court, and unfortunately Williams just threw it right out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover. And it's a tie ball game right now. Hernandez Flores. Up to Olsen. Olsen trying to drive. He'll get into the corner. Olsen gets the ball back. And here's Hernandez Flores. Quick passes Olsen up top. Basinger into the corner. 3 on the way by Hernandez. Flores missed it. Rebound ripped away by Davis. And here comes Olsen. Olsen lost it off of his foot and gets it back. And here's Basinger. Gets tied up. And that'll go over to the Bulldogs. 22 all. Bounce Cruikshank to Cross-White. Over to Williams. Williams speeds across midcourt to the three-point arc on the near side, and he'll dribble up between the circles and set the offense. Bring it over to Cross-White. To Beatty. Back to Cross-White. Hand it off. Quick passes. Here's Miller. Campbell ripped away by Basinger, recovered by Hernandez Flores. And here comes Tony. Tony, nice find, puts it to the big guy. He can't finish. Rebound goes to Miller Campbell. Here comes the Williams. Over to Beatty, and stolen away by Basinger. Olsen high post feed to Hernandez Flores, back to Olsen. Olsen runner at the foul line. That rim short. Rebound. There's a fight for it. Ball still free. And a jump ball is called. So it'll be Forks ball right of the backboard. Talks gets it into Olsen. High post feed to Basinger. The baseline jumper. Davis, yes. Raymond with his 4th point tonight. It's a 2-point lead for Forks. Cross-White across court to Williams. Williams breaks by the defense. Steps back beyond the three-point arc. Bounces into the corner to Beatty, and his inlet to Cruikshank is deflected, but there's a foul on Spartans, Forks. And that'll go on Tony Hernandez Flores, his third. Julian Betancourt will step back on for North Mason. And Stefan will step on for Forks. Beatty will sit down, and Hernandez Flores will sit down, respectively. Lob it into Cruikshank. They go right up off the glass and miss it. Rebound ripped away by the Basinger. Here comes Olsen. His team leading by 2. Here's Olsen. Swing it over to Gonzalez. Back to Olsen. Down to the baseline. Here's Stevens. Gets hooked and fouled by Miller Campbell, his first team foul on North Mason. Baseline inbounds for Forks. Gonzalez will trigger the play. He'll lob it in to Davis. Top to Olsen, off the fingertips of Stevens, out of bounds. Stephens, excuse me. I have 13 turnovers on Forks. Inbounds to Williams for North Mason. Crossway. Joe had it poked out of his hands from behind, and here comes Olsen. Olsen beyond the 3-point arc. Left alone for a brief second, finds Basinger, catch and shoot, missed the shot, but drew the foul. And Ryan Cruikshank picked up his second at the free throw line. Is Trey Basinger. 2 free throws. It's 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2. And here's Carter Wendell. Plays Raymond Davis. Cruikshank will sit down, and Collins is in for him. Basinger at the free throw line. Second free throw. Got them both. Give him 9 points. Betancourt and backcourt. Finds Williams. Williams center of the court to Miller Campbell. Now up to Crossway. Joe will dribble up. He'll get it over to Campbell. Campbell will turn and take a 3. Hit it. That's his second 3 in the ball game. He has 10 points. 1 point lead for Forks with the ball. Olsen hands it off to Basinger. Back to Olsen. High post feed to Basinger. Down to the baseline. Steffens for the jumper. Hit it. Here's Williams to Crosswhite to Campbell. Campbell trying to go out, finds Williams. Bounce it over to Collins. Collins over to Crosswhite, and Miller with a turnaround hook. It falls in. It's a 1 point lead for Forks. They've led by as 4 in the quarter. Olsen again to Basinger in the middle. And there's a foul. Julian Betancourt just picked up his second personal. Cruikshank will come in for Campbell, actually. And Raymond Davis is back in. Inbounds. Goes to Wendell, gets one to drop in. Williams into the corner to Collins. Collins will take 3 in and out. Rebound. Cruikshank goes right back up. He was hacked, but no whistle. And rebound pulled down by Wendell. They'll get it to Olsen. Olsen top of the key. Fake the 3, looking for the high post. Left alone. Finds Basinger. Out it goes. Back to Wendell off the glass. I'm sorry, that's Basinger. And Cruikshank will pull down the rebound. Or track down the rebound, I should say. Here comes Williams. Up to Collins. Knocked out of bounds by Olsen. 3 point lead for Forks. North Mason with the ball. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Collins with it. Up top to Crosswhite. Near side to Williams. His pass stolen away, and I have 20 turnovers on North Mason. Olsen to the foul line. It's going to be fouled on the drive. And Reed Williams will pick up his first personal. 4th team foul on North Mason. Baseline inbounds for Forks. Inbounds in the corner. Olsen will take the 3. And miss it. Rebound goes to Williams. Reed spins out of the crowd, gets it up to Collins. Collins to 3-pointer. Down to the box. And Betancourt. And the outlet back to Collins is off his hands, out of bounds, and that'll make 21 turnovers. Williams will sit down. Campbell back in for North Mason. Davis will hand it back to Olsen. Quick passes around Basinger. Here's Olsen near side. Left alone in the paint with a jumper that hits is Skylar Stephen. Sorry. Here's Crosswhite to the foul line. Little runner, no. Rebound, Basinger had it. Cruikshank saves it. Goes to the hands of Crosswhite. To Campbell. Campbell top of the key for 3. Yes. And a timeout on the court. 1:39 to go, 3rd quarter. 2-point lead for Spartans for Forks. Boy, I'll get that right.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Too many turnovers for North Mason here in the 3rd quarter. And they've given up what was a 2-point lead at the half. They were led by as many as 8 early, but they have failed as many as 4 here in the quarter. And keeping the Bulldogs in this ballgame are the 3s by Miller Campbell. Now, by my unofficial account, the boys from Belfair has 21 turnovers. And it'll be Forks ball coming out of the timeout off the made 3. Gonzalez will inbounds it from the backcourt baseline, get it into Basinger. Hand it off to Gonzalez. Swing over near side to Davis, to Steffens. He'll hit the jumper. Whoa. He's got 12.6 in the quarter. Lead us back to 4. And here's Collins, cross court to Crosswhite. Crosswhite stops, finds Cruikshank, 1 dribble to the hoop, missed the shot, got his own rebound, comes down the crowd, puts it off the glass and in. Ryan Cruikshank with his first basket of the night. 2-point lead for Forks. Under a minute to go, 3rd quarter. And we have a whistle away from the ball. What's going on here? A technical foul called on the coach, Coach Gooding. So Crosswhite will go to the line to shoot the 2 technical free throws. Got the first one. Yeah, 1 more. Got them both. Wow. Also goes down as a turnover. Since they had the ball when the technical was called. So it'll be Bulldog ball after the technical free throws were made. Beatty back in there for the Bulldogs. They'll get it into Crosswhite, working with Campbell, Miller, and Cruikshank. Crosswhite over to Collins, back to Crosswhite, trying to drive. Beatty for 3. Yes. It's his 2nd basket of the night, 5 points. And the lead has changed to North Mason up 3, 37-34. Basinger, top of the key on the dribble to Olsen. Back over to Davis. Davis blows by the defense, kick it to the corner. Olsen, three. Yes. Ten seconds remain in the quarter. Beatty still in back court. Up to Crosswhite. Crosswhite, three-point arc side of the paint, steps back. Ooh, got away with a walk. Campbell for three on the outside. No, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. 37-all. And we're through 3 quarters. We'll be right back.
This tuna can looks like it's ready to be recycled, but is it? Let's shine a light on this perplexing mystery of modern-day recycling. Let's look closer. Oh yeah, this can of tuna is not empty or clean, so it's not recyclable. But all you gotta do is empty it out, give it a rinse, and then it's ready for the wonderful bin of recyclability. Do the right recycling thing. Empty, clean, dry. It matters.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Hood Canal Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
North Mason starts out the fourth quarter with the ball. Beatty with it, far side. Up top to Collins. High post feeds deflected, but it goes right to Crookshank under the basket, and ooh, it goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Hernandez Flores, but North Mason keeps possession. Crosswide triggers the play, lob it into the big man. Crookshank, one dribble. Gonna get blocked, and they're gonna call it a travel. 22 turnovers on North Mason. Basing with a rebound, with the inbound, excuse me, he'll bring it up. And he'll find Olsen. Olsen to the top of the key on the dribbles. Swinging over near side. Davis, I'm sorry, Gonzalez. Gonzalez back over to Olsen. Olsen to Gonzalez. Will hook it back to Basinger. Basinger side of the paint to the hoop. Off the glass, no. Rebound, Campbell. Tap it to Crosswhite. Crosswhite getting by the defense in back court. Behind the back dribble, changing directions. Oh, nice near steal deflection, but Crosswhite finds Crookshank. And here's Collins for three. Yes. Collins with 6 points, the second three of the night. North Mason leads by 3. Davis driving side of the paint. Nice pass in the middle. Up and in. And Trey has 11 points. Collins with the ball. Bounce it over to Crosswhite, near side. Back to Collins. To Beatty, looking for Campbell down low. Now get it to Crosswhite. Near side. Collins another three that goes in. Back-to-back three for Ethan, and it is a 4-point lead. Bulldogs going full court press. Inbounds goes to Olsen. It's right back to Hernandez Flores. Different. And they're going to get a bump foul on John Beatty, his second, 5th team foul on North Mason. Inbounds into the corner. Quick pass all alone. Basinger up and in. 2-point lead for North Mason. Campbell gets it in to Crookshank and then to Collins. And here comes Campbell again. Back to Collins. Threw it a little bit behind him. Draws a double team, one hands it to Campbell. Campbell alone to the hoop. Puts it up and in. Miller Campbell with 17 points in the 32nd timeout called. 45-41 is our score. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this game. All right, keep it right here. Technical foul on Coach Gooding in the third quarter. Which kind of changed the tide of that game in the game a little bit. And got North Mason a little bit fired up because it gave them a 4-point lead for the end of the half, but before the end of the quarter, and that quarter came up with 37 all. It'll be Forks ball coming out of the timeout. Down 4. Basinger, Gonzalez, Olsen, Davis, and Hernandez Flores on the court for the Spartans. Beatty, Crosswhite, Collins, Campbell, and Cruikshank on the court for North Mason. Here's Olsen with it, crossing midcourt. Hands it off to Davis. Nice find on the baseline jumper, up and in by the big man, Trey Basinger, who had 6 points in the quarter. Comes Campbell to Crosswhite. Crosswhite with big hard dribbles. Throws it over to Collins. To Beatty, to Crosswhite. Side of the paint to Campbell. Campbell gonna go to the hoop and put it up and in. Miller with 19 points. Lead back up to 4. Here's Basinger. Finds Olsen. Olsen back to Basinger. Nice play. Oh, can't fall in. Hernandez Flores tracks down the rebound. Nice move back to the baseline. Reverse layup doesn't go. And stolen on the outlet. And foul on Miller. Campbell, his second. 6th team foul on North Mason. Tony Hernandez Flores at the free throw line. He only has 2 points tonight. Missed the first one. He'll get another one. Next one, short. Rebound goes to Beatty. Draws a triple team, and then they're going to get a foul on Brennan Davis. It's his 3rd. 5th team foul. I have 5. Official scores have 4. All right, so it's 14 fouls on Forks. Beatty's going to sit down. Williams back in. Campbell gets it into Cruikshank. Gets it right back. Finds Collins to Cruikshank. To Crosswhite. Crosswhite will set the offense for the Bulldogs. Leading by 4. Here's Williams. To Collins. To Campbell. Collins takes the 3 at the top and hits it. He's got 3 threes in the quarter. 4 for the game. A full timeout called. 4:26 to go in the ball game. 7-point lead for North Mason. We'll be right back.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
I'm Dr. Amy Maurer. I work at Olympic Physicians currently for Mason General Hospital, but we will obviously all be working for Mason Clinic here in the upcoming months. One of the things that drew me to Mason General was the fact that they're, right out the gate, their mission statement was we put patients first. And that has always been my philosophy, and that has always been my approach to medicine and to patient care. I feel like the best medicine is accomplished when you put patients first, because then you're always motivated to do the right thing and to do the best for the patient.
Forks ball coming out of the timeout. Hernandez Flores running point. And off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez dancing around, gets it back to Hernandez Flores, over to Olsen. Olsen opposite side now. Here's Davis. And we have a hand check. That'll put 1-1. And that'll go on. Ethan Collins is second at the free throw line. It's going to be Raymond Davis for Forks. First one in and out. And here comes Crosswhite. Crosswhite stops on the dribble. Finds Collins. Side of the paint feed to Cruikshank. Backing down Basinger. And they're going to get Basinger that had a lot of ball on that one. I'm not sure. And call a foul. And that'll be Trey's first personal. 5th team foul. Ryan Cruikshank at the free throw line for 2 free throws. He's only got 2 points tonight. First trip to the free throw line off the back of the iron. Under 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. 7-point lead for North Mason, and Cruikshank missed both of them. Rebound goes to Basinger, and here comes Hernandez Flores to Basinger. Up fakes at the foul line, drives side of the paint off the glass, and then the big man is having his way down low with 8 points in the quarter. Crosswhite changes direction, puts up a runner that dropped in. 9 points for Joe. Here's Davis. Gets it to Hernandez Flores. Threw it into the corner, and it's Gonzalez back to Hernandez Flores working in the corner. Dancing around, trying to get by the Williams. Bounces down to Basinger. Basinger draws a triple team. Out it goes to Davis. Davis to the hoop. And they're going to count the bucket and the foul. Got 3-point play. 7 points for Raymond. Lead is 6 for North Mason with the ball. And Davis just picked up his 4th, if I'm right. Yep. That should be the 6th team foul. So it's going to be backcourt baseline, inline, inbounds to Crosswhite. Crosswhite speeds up the far sidelines, trying to get by Gonzalez. Hand it off to Williams. Williams high post feed, actually way outside to Cruikshank, over to Campbell, to Crosswhite, back to Cruikshank, stolen away by Hernandez Flores, and he's going to go coast to coast, put it up, missed the shot, rebound tapped in by Olsen, stolen away nearly by Hernandez Flores. Williams still in problem, and another steal out to Olsen. Olsen back to Gonzalez, to Olsen, 3, no, rebound Davis. And a foul on North Mason. And that will go on Joe Crosswhite, his 2nd. And with 19 fouls for North Mason. So Raymond Davis back at the free throw line. I believe he's got 1-1. Okay. Got the first one, we'll get another one. Gives him 8 points tonight so far. Getting into this lead and got him. Timeout called. We'll be right back.
Since 1941, our community credit union has been focused on our members and helping you achieve your financial goals. At OCCU, we offer personal, mortgage, home equity, and business loans to meet your needs. Our top priority remains the same: providing personal, professional caring service to our members.
Helping people is very gratifying. To be able to say I work at a place that does that every single day, I'm very proud to be a part of that.
Become a member and become part of a growing, diversified family.
When you call OCCU, you get a live person, not a recording. Call representatives like me are truly here for you.
Dedicated to our community, last year OCCU employees volunteered over 1,700 hours to 43 service groups, schools, and community events. For over 20 years, we've been awarded the highest rating from Bauer Financial, the nation's leading bank, rating, and research firm. Come see the difference and give OCCU an opportunity to earn your trust.
Bulldog ball coming out of the timeout. 4-point lead for North Mason. Miller Campbell will inbounds it. Full court press by the Spartans. Campbell get it into Williams. Williams nearly lost the ball there. Gonna run the clock out here. Williams sets the offense. Over it goes to Collins. To the side of the paint, Crookshank. Crookshank's going to go baseline, backing down. They're going to say offensive foul. And Crookshank with the foul and the turnover. And that gives 3 for Ryan. 4-point lead. Inbounds goes to Davis. Davis crosses midcourt. Back to Hernandez Flores. Drive side of the paint, goes in the paint, fade away in the paint. Ooh, rimmed off, rebound goes to Crookshank. And they're gonna get Basinger with his second. And it's 1 and 1. So Ryan Crookshank will be shooting 1 plus the bonus now. Ryan is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. 1:50 to go in the ball game, 4-point lead for North Mason. Skylar Steffen back in for Forks. Gonzalez will sit down. So Crookshank needs to hit the front end, and he does. They get 1 more. But defensively, statistically, that's the guy you're going to put on the free throw line. Second one, rims off, rebound Williams. For North Mason, out to Crosswhite. Back to Williams. And into Crosswhite. Crosswhite drives to the foul line, finds Campbell. Campbell to the box on the far near side, puts it up and in. Miller with 21 points. And here is Flores. Finds the big man, thought about a 3 for a brief second, handed off to Davis, down to Stevens in the paint. Double teamed, out it goes to Olsen. Olsen in the corner, hands it off to Basinger. They'll find Olsen at the top of the key and missed it over the top. It's going to be a Forks Spartan. And that will go on Stephen Schuyler, his first. And this puts Miller Campbell at the free throw line for the 1 and 1. 8 team fouls. This will be his first trip to the free throw line. And he got the first one, nothing but net, he'll get 1 more. Second one goes in. So 30-second timeout call by North Mason, 1:17 remaining in the game, and they're up 9, which is the largest of the evening for North Mason. So I mentioned Miller has 2, 4, 6, 8, 23 points to lead all scorers. Trey Basinger has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 points to lead Forks. It'll be Spartan ball coming out of the timeout. Trailing by 9, 57-48. 1:17 remains in the game. Hernandez Flores with the ball. Oh, near steal there in the front court. Hernandez Flores drives baseline. Big hop step out. It goes to Olsen. Olsen, far corner three. Spins in. So Logan's second three in the ballgame. He has 8 points. Campbell draws a double team, throws a prayer to midcourt that Collins will get a spin, and then he's fouled immediately after that by Gonzalez, Oscar's first. Now we're going to discuss whether that was that gives Forks 19 fouls. Even Collins at the free throw line for the first of a 1-and-1. Missed it. Rebound goes to the big man Basinger. We'll get it to Hernandez Flores, center of the court, top of the key. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Big man Basinger, three, top, yes. His first three of the night, and that pulls him within 3, and a timeout has been called. We'll take it. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only source for live high school sports broadcasts in Mason County. Join us every week this school year for another exciting game. If you want to be part of future broadcasts, contact Mason Web TV right now and become a community broadcast partner. Join the likes of Now Communications, our community credit union, and Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics in supporting student athletes. A simple phone call, text, or email can put you in the next broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Bulldog ball coming out of the timeout. Full court press yet again. 3-point lead by the Bulldogs. Inbounds goes to Crookshank. Quick pass over to Williams and get it to Campbell. Campbell find Crosswhite. Back to Campbell. Campbell crossing midcourt. It's stolen away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Hernandez Flores. To Basinger. 3. Elbow. Yes. Tie ball game. It's back-to-back threes by the big man. 15.5 seconds. Bulldogs have numbers. Up it goes to Collins. He can't get anything up near the rim, and they're going to call a foul. And that will go on Trey Basinger, his third. So 9.4 seconds remain in the ball game. 57-57. Ethan Collins can, well, he can put the Bulldogs on top. Missed the first one. And another timeout. We will keep it right here. You can see another overtime game here. Or another fantastic finish, either way. 57-57, 9.4 seconds. Nathan Collins is at the free throw line. Or he's 0 for 2. He'll get one more. But he has 12 points. Good selection of music tonight. And a nice crowd coming out here with a lot going on in Belfair. I believe both teams are out of timeouts at this point. So Ethan Collins at the free throw line for a second of 2 free throws. Can give North Mason the lead again. The made free throw. And he does. So 9.4. Put the score up, guys. It's 58-57. Olsen. And the foul. Wow. And now they're going Ryan Cruikshank with his fourth. So it's a 1-point lead for Forks, and a full timeout has been called. We'll be right back.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Now, like I said, down to the wire. 1-point lead for Forks. And Logan Olsen can put the Spartans up 2 by making a free throw. There's 0.6 of a second remaining in the ball game, and the Spartans came back from 9 down here in the last minute or so to does. Okay, they're going to say Cruikshank fouled out. All right, 3 points. And they bring in Beatty for substitution. The free throw is in by Olsen. And 0.6 of a second, they got to get something off, and Crosslight will throw something 3/4 of the court, but no go. And the Spartans from Forks pull off a 60-58 victory over North Mason at Hawkins Middle School. We will take a timeout. We'll be back, and we'll wrap this thing up. Talk about what's coming up. It's a final 60-58. Forks knocks off North Mason here tonight. Be right back.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics now offers 3D mammograms. The new Selenia Dimensions 3D mammography system in the Diagnostic Imaging Department at MGH has ergonomic design for patient comfort, provides up to 40% reduction in false positive recalls, has a proven 41% increase in detection of invasive breast cancer, is FDA approved, and is superior to 2D mammography. Call today to schedule your mammogram.
Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, equal opportunity provider, translation services provided.
I'm Dr. Alexandra Rhodes. I work at Oakland Bay Pediatrics. My specialty is pediatrics. I I wanted to be a doctor because I really love taking care of babies. My dad was a doctor and I was always in the hospital, and I volunteered in a hospital as a baby cuddler for a little over a year, and I really loved it. And I think I just always knew that I kind of wanted to be a pediatrician. I went to Washington University in St. Louis for college, and then Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland for medical school.
Well, it's a final here at Hawkins Middle School. The Forks Spartans knock off the North Mason Bulldogs at 60-58. They came back from 9 down in the last 2 minutes to pull off this victory on the road tonight in the second game of the North Mason Holiday Invite. The Spartans did it behind Trey Basinger's 23 points. He had, let's see here, 9 through 3 quarters and the rest in the fourth, hitting 2 big threes that pulled the Spartans within a couple, and then Logan Olson, who finished with 11, finished it off. Skylar Steffen had 12 points as well to lead the Spartans. Raymond Davis finished with 9 points, 3 for Riley Persley, a basket for Tony Hernandez-Flores, and a basket for Carter Windle. For the Bulldogs in a losing effort, Miller Campbell finished with 23 points, 13 for Ethan Collins. He hit 4 threes and 1 of 3 free throws. 9 for Joe Crosswhite, 5 for John Beatty, 4 for Spencer Davis, 3 points for Ryan Crookshank, and a free throw for Julian Betancourt. So that pretty much does it for us here. Next up for North Mason, they play Charles Wright Academy here tomorrow night. Forks takes on Klahowya at 5:15. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will be broadcasting both those games tomorrow, beginning at 5 p.m. Should start our stream about 5 p.m. Just to remind you, Charles Wright Academy beat Klahowya in overtime 38-37. And that should be quite a battle. And the game we just had, game 2, 60-58 with Forks on top. Well, thanks for joining us for this doubleheader in the North Mason Holiday Invitational. Again, we'll be on the air about 5 p.m. Stream will start about 5 p.m. for the first game of 2 more tomorrow night. So we will talk to you tomorrow.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Mason General Hospital and Family of Clinics, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. Our Community Credit Union. Community is in our name and in the work we do every day. And Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.